previous plan, the plan that is now expiring this year, was a plan that relied almost exclusively on borrowing, and on the most irresponsible borrowing you could possibly do. A good portion of the borrowing is 30-year notes that pay no principal or interest until year 30. This is going to leave our children and our grandchildren with an extraordinary debt. And so continuing the irresponsible practices of the past are no longer an option for this administration and for this state. And so during the campaign, I got asked many times, I think Michael might have even asked me in one of the debates about the Transportation Trust Fund. And what I said was, at the time, that you're going to have a significant amount of pay-as-you-go to be an element of a transportation program going forward. Because the plan that you see in front of you today, and that will be the Transportation Capital Plan for the next 5 years, goes from the current plan, which has 10% pay-as-you-go, to 37% pay-as-you-go. So more than a tripling of the pay-as-you-go option. That is the right way to go from a fiscal perspective. Second, this plan incurs debt, but incurs less than half the amount of debt over 5 years that the last plan incurred, and this debt is the right kind of debt, a level 30-year interest and principal paid along as you go. So no big balloon at the end, no big payments that someone's going to have to swallow 30 years from now, but a responsible way to do it. It also keeps the funding for transportation projects in this state at exactly the same level that it has been over the last 5 years, $1.6 billion per year, for a total of $8 billion in spending over the next 5 years on needed transportation projects. This is a significant commitment from the Port Authority, and we believe it's an appropriate one on New Jersey projects to make our roadways and bridges safer as we travel through the Port District and try to get to those connectors, this one in particular, the Holland Tunnel. This plan also does not include any new or increased taxes. In this economy, with rising gas prices right before us as we see now, the idea of raising taxes in this economy is something that this administration simply will not do under any circumstance.